Their first matchup of the 2024 season, and we're underway. These two teams, along with the Newport Dragons, make up the trifecta in the North Division. The crowd
giving the Newport Dragons a run for their money right now. Loving the atmosphere here, Jackson.
Rowdy for the no-let decision, Sean. So that's great width on the cross from Matias.
It's super interesting to see. I mean, these two had very similar tracks, two very successful junior players going to college, both had played on the top of the ladder, as well as you mentioned, both actually did another year in college.
Yeah. Andrew not going away quietly here. And Sean, I had the opportunity to chat with Matias earlier this week. They will have a home match against the Dragons in 2 weeks' time. That matchup will determine the victors of the North Division. And that match will also determine which team from the North Division represents the North in the National Squash League Finals. He was telling me about his history with Andrew. They're good friends off the court, but they haven't played in a tournament or in a competitive match since boys under 13 at the U.S. Junior Open. Matias getting the better of Dougie in that matchup. He said he beat Spencer Lovejoy in the first round and Andrew Douglas in the second round. So these two go way back to early in the junior days, and now that here they are duking it out in National Squash League action.
Matias definitely could give Veer a run for his money for knowing the results. Matias is infamous for knowing every result on the circuit, whether it be juniors or the senior level. So such a huge, genuine fan of squash, and I'm just glad to see him in action today.
Oh, that's gone for the nick there.
A power play will now
Dubious
start for New York for the next 2 minutes. Only New York could score.
Pickup.
And here comes the first power play, Sean. We've been waiting for a Matias Knudsen power play. This is where he should shine. Smith, extend these rallies. Draw them out, because if he wins them, doesn't matter. Point will not be added to his score. Only Matias can score here. So Smith, extend these rallies. Draw them out, because if he wins them, doesn't matter. Point will not be added to his score. Only Matias can score here.
Oh.
And here comes the power play. It's now or never for the Grizzlies.
Ben Smith could not be further off from the nick there, but
it's a great line. Since power play a few minutes ago. Oh, a massive dive from Beaumaye. Close but no cigar for the Frenchman. Chicago still has a chance. Still hanging around, and here comes for the first time Daniel Mekbib to see how period number 2 shakes out. But if New York is able to take period number 2, I could see Chicago definitely making a push in the third. And we could get our first shootout in NSL history here tonight. Phil Buckingham counting us down. And there's a nick for Mekbib.
I'm sure Andrew's out here with a point to prove, as they were missing him in a crucial moments in period 1.
Oh, Matias, stop it.
Classic. Backhand topspin, one of his favorite shots.
Somehow it doesn't phase Dougie, though. But this is really constructive squash for Matias. Showing his tactics as well as his skill. Working Dougie corner to corner here. And it's too good from Andrew Douglas. The crowd goes wild. It's one of the bigger ovations we've heard here tonight. Chicago on top in period number 2.
There's that top spin feathering in.
Wow. Too little too late, but Cheryl showing his skill. Cheryl guessing there. McBib, a strong closing performance. We're tied up at 1-1. The third period will determine the winner. It all comes down.
Do you think as much as Matias has risen to fame with his attacking shots, he does have excellent depth and length too?
I don't know if he's going to get a lot there. Matias saying he's scared. Matias wants a safety let. He feels that a cross court could result in him taking out Dougie's other eye. Dougie, a cheeky smile. And Matias responds. What a defense for Mr. Cheryl, allowing only 2 points for McBib on the 2-point power play. That is why Sam Cheryl, despite not being on the PSA World Tour, was drafted to play in the NSL. Incredible fitness, an incredible job of extending rallies and defending the attack-heavy play of Mr. McBib. Matias completely detaching his wrist there on that cross drop. So talented with the racket, wasting no time serving the ball off the McBib error. New York responding immediately with a power play of their own, looking to close out the match here. A 2-point lead now, I believe, for the Knights. That'll be 3. 3 points in only 34 seconds for the Colombian on the power play. This is special from the man from Bogota. This is why he was drafted in the second round this year, despite at the time being ranked outside of the top 100. It's for this attacking prowess that we are all playing witness to. Matias taking that ball in the back corner. I question whether he needs to play these balls up. Going for the cross drop from the back. That would have been a beautiful shot. One for the highlight reel, certainly. Matias Knudsen is absolutely rolling, Sean. 4 points already on the power play. He's found the nick, but McBib has just scraped that ball back. McBib doing diagonals. This is unbelievable. This is pressure feeding for McBib, and that's an unbelievable shot from Matias. 5 points on the power play. I believe this will be the record if he can get 6. McBib looking like he's on an island out there, and this will be the final point of the power play. Sean, I don't recall any player ever winning 6 points in that 2-minute time span on the power play.
We have a sub for Chicago.
5 points it is for Knudsen. 22-16 your score. And if New York is able to hang, who for the first time this season is set to send the hometown fans home this season matchup of the NSL season. There you see the deflated crowd from the University Club of Chicago. The final match for Chicago, they'll fall to 0-2 on the season. The penultimate match for New York City as they will head now back home in a matter of 2 weeks, June 8th, where they will face the Newport Dragons with the NSL North Division on the line, as well as a spot in the NSL Finals. What a match, Sean Choi.
What a match. I thoroughly enjoyed that, Jackson. It was so close till that very end. Must be a huge win for the New York Knights. It means so much to them. I think they know how close of a matchup this was going to be.
There you see the final scores. Of course, the third period, as expected, more high scoring given the extra 10 minutes. Sean, we talked about it a little bit earlier, especially looking at that second period. Only 31 points, given how fast-paced this NSL league is. Relatively low-scoring matchup compared to what we've become accustomed to in the previous regular season matchup so far this year. Interview just outside of court number 1 at the University